I guess, and depending upon where you were waking up, maybe you saw some showers, although it looks like it's all kind of gone.
That's moved out. Those were some strong storms towards the Triad yesterday. Then they weakened as they move into our neck of the woods. We'll see more later on today. Let's talk about what's brewing in the tropics. A little system down towards the Bahamas trying to get its act together. Limited chance it develops into even a tropical depression. National Hurricane Center estimates just a 20% chance of that, as it's going to run parallel, as so many of these systems do, to the southeastern coast. So it does look like it's going to stay offshore. It's going to have an influence on our weather, but in a good way, regardless of whether this strengthens into a tropical depression, tropical storm, or if it just stays as a glob of clouds. The large-scale flow of weather in the atmosphere around that system is going to turn our winds to the northeast by Saturday and Sunday. That's going to drag in some drier and cooler air. So after a showery day and cooler day on Saturday, we get to enjoy some drier and more comfortable air by Sunday and Monday. Of course, these tropical systems, one of the things I talk about when I go to talk to schools, which I did yesterday. These are the 7th graders at Pine Hollow Middle School in Raleigh. Second year in a row I've been out to talk to the 7th grade group. I'll be back out there in a few weeks to talk to the other track of year-round students. So had a couple hundred 7th graders there in the auditorium to talk about severe weather, hurricanes, a little bit about winter weather, how we forecast things, and talked about the TV side of the business as well. Thank you to the 7th graders and their teachers for having me out yesterday at Pine Hollow Middle School in Raleigh. You don't have to be in Raleigh or around the Triangle. I'll go all across Central North Carolina. If you're a teacher and you want a weather talk for your students, just send me an email or a Facebook message. If you're a parent, that sounds like a neat idea. Talk to your kid's teacher and make sure everything coordinates with their lesson plans. Let's talk about what's happening this morning. There is a last of the shower and thunderstorm activity that we saw overnight moving farther off to the east, and we're going to stay dry through early afternoon. We'll switch over from the current radar to the future radar, and Futurecast keeps us rain-free all the way through about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Some storms out west, we'll have to keep an eye on those. Like the ones yesterday, they're going to try to track in our direction, and we'll see some storms popping up right overhead by late afternoon and early evening, especially south of the Triangle. Those storms out west, they move in before the sun goes down. They're still going to bring us a limited severe weather threat, especially from the Triangle northward as they push farther to the east. They are going to weaken after sunset, and they should fall off the radar entirely after midnight tonight. We'll watch some more rain out to our west that should also fall apart into early tomorrow morning. Limited severe weather threat, it's the lowest category from the Storm Prediction Center. A marginal risk from the Triangle northward. Damaging winds possible if those storms move in before the sun goes down and if they manage to stay organized. Right now, no storms. A little breeze kicking up in Smithfield, 73 degrees the temperature there. 73 Carter Finley Stadium with a beautiful sunrise. Low to mid-70s around the Triangle. Plenty of humidity. Mid-70s around Cumberland County, and we're going to heat up quickly. Our dog of the day looks a little bit concerned about the heat and humidity, as well he might. Pepper is Paul Bason's dog, and thank you for sharing that picture with us. You can email me a picture of your dog, too, for the Weathercast. Can't even say it. Temperatures will hit the low to mid-90s. Heat index around or above 100 degrees before that better chance of scattered storms develops late in the day. Tomorrow's our alert day, with the potential for severe thunderstorms developing in the late afternoon and early evening. And there's the cool down. 70s on Saturday, but with a lot of lingering showers. Then we dry out Sunday and Monday with temperatures still below average to start off next week. Coming up on 7 o'clock, traffic getting busier. It's time for an update with Bill.
Yeah, as we take